Welcome to Quality Branding Hub. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also I am going to discuss about a very important topics, that is fineness of cement. Cement is the main ingredient for the concrete, for the plaster, for the brickwork. Without the cement, it is impossible to do any kind of work inside the project. So we need to know what is the properties of cement in order to get the right kind of product. So today I will discuss about only fineness of cement. So what is fineness of cement, why it is important, and how to determine fineness of cement, each and I will discuss in today's video. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information. And if you're new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's jump into the subject, that is fineness of cement. See, any thing, whatever the project material we are using, they have their material test report. There are some parameter or certain criteria that has to satisfy in order to maintain the consistency or in order to maintain the quality of the projects. It's like your blood report. There are so many parameters. So in the cement itself also there are so many parameters like fineness of cement, soundness of cement, compressive strength of cement, consistency of cement, transverse strength. So these are all the physical parameters that has all the values mentioned in our specific codes. So we need to determine the value and we need to validate as per our requirement. Today only we discuss about the fineness, one of the properties of the cement, but it is a very important properties in order to get the right kind of balance or right kind of product or right kind of the concrete, whatever you can say. But so first things, what is my introduction or what is the definition of the fineness? See, fineness of cement refers to the particle size distribution. So what is happening, cement is also, there are different types of shape or particles. Just like cement, sand and aggregate, we are doing the particle size distribution. Here in the cement also we need to do the particle size distribution of the cement powder, because whenever the cement is producing, it is grinding, it is quenching, and it is inside the clinker. So there are different size of particles there. So how this different size of particle is distributed inside the cement, that called the cement fineness of the cement. It is a critical property that affects the rate of hydration, setting time, strength, and workability of concrete. So workability of concrete, setting time, hydration. And what is hydration? Whenever you are adding water inside the mix, the cement and water start reacting each other and they produce a hardened paste. This process is called the hydration of the cement. So this hydration of the cement also depends on the fineness. So what is how much fine particles or how much fine is the cement particle, that depends on the cement particles, that's fineness, and that determine the heat of hydration, that is the rate of hydration and everything, because the reaction whatever takes place in between water and the cement, it takes place on the surface of the cement. So if the surface area of the cement is more, that means the rate of hydration is more. If the surface area is less, that rate of hydration is less, and this surface area or the specific surface area is called the fineness of cement. So it is a very much important properties for the cement, and not only the cement, it affects the properties of concrete as well. Cement with higher fineness has a greater surface area for chemical reaction, leading to faster strength gain. I said earlier also that if the surface area is more, then the chemical reaction will happen first and the strength gain will be first. That is why it is important to know the what is the surface area or the what is the fineness of the cement. Then why it is important, that already I discussed, but still, early strength development, finer cement particles react with faster with water, achieving early strength. So if you need the early strength, so you need to find out the cement which has the more specific area or the more fineness. So if the fineness is more, the early strength gain will more, because the reaction or the heat of hydration will, the rate of hydration will be more in case of the more finer particle inside the cement. Workability and water demand. Fine particle increases workability but also increases the water demand. So here you need to play accordingly, because if water demand is more, then water cement ratio will be problem. So that is why what exactly you need in your projects, the specific surface area of the fineness, that you need to play, but it's increase the workability. So that is why you need to choose the cement on that basis. Then durability and permeability. How the more fine particles ensures better packing, reducing voids and permeability. So that is why whenever we are doing a structural work or whenever doing a high strength work, we always find out the cement has the more surface area, specific area. I will come later that what is the range for the surface areas. Then IS code. See, IS code is 4031 part 1 or part 2 method of physical test, 269 specific ordinary Portland cement. These are two codes. This is 4031 part 2 we are using for the determination of fineness cement by Blaine air permeability method. So these are all about the introduction. Next, see what we have. That's a factor affecting fineness of the cement. Now, cement, we need to know that we need more fine cement, or the surface area is more, in order to get the concrete faster, early grain, durability and everything. Now, see, cement whenever preparing, it has also some criteria to satisfy to get the more finer particle. The first, influence on manufacturing process. So cement process is grinding process. Cement is ground in ball mills or vertical roller mills to achieve the required fineness. So what will be the fineness you need, and accordingly you need to adjust this grinding process. So if you need more finer particle, maybe the grinding process is required more and the cost may be increased. Then clinker composition. Harder clinker requires finer grinding, affecting the fineness of the final product. So clinker composition also a factor. Then or you can example that OPC 53 grade cement requires higher fineness, 225 meters square per kg, than 33 grade cement as per IS 269 2000. It is 2015. So these are the things that can affect the cement fineness, the grinding process and the clinker composition. Then effect of raw materials and additives. See, pozzolanic material we are using, fly ash or slags, requires different grinding parameters to achieve similar fineness. So whatever the raw material we are using, that also affects the fineness of the cement. So whatever the raw material is and what is the grinding parameters and grinding process, that also determine the fineness of the cement. And then gypsum contact helps in setting out control. Too much gypsum make it the fineness of the cement. So it is also think about how the material is proportioning and how its material is grinding, and accordingly we need to choose the grinding process. We need to choose the right kind of proportion of the raw material to get the right kind of the fineness of the cement. Then aging and storage of cement, that is also important, that moisture absorption, cement stored in humid condition from lumps, reducing effective fineness. Then shelf life, cement should be used within 3 months. If it is not, then again we need to do the test to find out what are the cement parameters is satisfied or not. So these three parameters, that is in manufacturing process, minerals, additive and storage and shelf life, that also affect the fineness of the cement. Why? Because if you are saying that your project requirement fineness of cement is 300 kg per centimeter square, gram centimeter square, so what will happen if you are not properly stored? Then maybe the fineness will be reduced, or whatever the manufacturing plant you choose to bring the cement and they are not producing the right kind of material, then your quality will be a problem. The next part is, what is the standard methods of fineness of cement? See, it is it's given exactly in the IS 4031 part 2, standard methods for fineness of determination of the cement. So this is a different subject, how to determine the fineness of the cement. I will come with another video, but today's video it has to know that how to determine, that is the air permeability method by Blaine, that is in IS 4031 part 2. But we need to know what is the requirement of the fineness cement, that we need to find out. See, here it is a table in IS 269 for 2015. It's given as physical requirement for ordinary Portland cement. So in 269, in ordinary Portland cement, there are 5 grade of cement. OPC 33, OPC 43, OPC 43S, OPC 53, and OPC 53S. Here you can see first is the characteristics and what is the parameter, that is fineness, that is meter square per kg minimum. So what is the value here saying? It should be the minimum. If we are using OPC 33, then 225 kg meter square per kg, that the surface area, the specific surface area per kg of the cement should be 225 meter square is the minimum if in the case of OPC 43 and OPC 33 and OPC 43, that is 225. OPC 43S is 370, OPC 53 is 225, and OPC 53S is 370. So here the guideline has given for the OPC. For other cement, that's the composite cement, slag cement, pozzolana cement, they have the other code. Then in that code also they have given the criteria what will be the fineness of the cement as per the requirement. And the test method, as I saw earlier, 4031 part 2 by Blaine's air permeability method. So this fineness category has to satisfy as per the requirement or as per the IS 269 2015 in case of we are using ordinary Portland cement. If not, other cement, other criteria has to satisfy. The next part is effect of fineness on concrete properties. See, workability and water demand. See, you already discussed finer particles, cement particles absorb more water, increasing water demand. So what is happening? Finer particles means the surface area is more. In the surface area is more, that means the rate of reaction will be more. So it will absorb more water. So it increases the water demand. So that is why you need to choose wisely what will be the fineness and what will be the water cement, because if the water demand is more and we are adding more water, then water cement ratio will increase, and again it will affect the strength and durability. So super plasticizer are used to reduce water requirement in high performance concrete. So that is why here the water demand is more, so we can use a super plasticizer. Then effects on strength development, early strength. The fine cement, as I discussed, the surface area more, rate of hydration is more, the early strength gain is. So long term strength, coarse cement may give better durability but slower strength gain. So but it is also need to choose according to your project requirement. If you need early strength, then you need to the more finer particles. If not, then you can go for the coarser cement. So according to your project requirement, you need to choose what kind of cement you need to use. Then effects on durability and permeability. Fine content improves compactions and reduces voids, enhancing durability. Now it's a very important parameter that if the finer particle is there, what is a concrete? Concrete is a big rock, the small rock. So void in between big rock filled by the small rocks, and then small rocks voids in between the small rocks voids by the finer particles of sand. Then cement is if it is a microfiller and if it is a binder. So if there is any microfilling or microgaps is there, it's filled by the cement and it's binding together. So more finer particle means it's the more voids is less, so that's why improve the compaction, improve the durability. And excessive fineness may lead to cracking due to higher shrinkage. That is also you need to be very careful, because it's a high water demand, and if the water is not there, is a shrinkage, crack can be generated. So these are the effects on fineness on the concrete properties. So last but not the least, the quality control and compliance with the IS code, the tolerance limit and acceptance criteria, that as per the requirement or as per the guideline, whatever the cement you are using, if you are using the cement of ordinary Portland cement 43 grade, then it has given IS 269 2015, as I show you earlier the table. In other concrete, there's a separate code. You need to check that code, and whatever the fineness is given, that you need to satisfy. Now what is the common error in testing and their time remedies? Although I am not giving covered this one in this page, but I will discuss in the later one when I discuss about how to measure the fineness of the cement. So what we discussed today: fineness of cement, why it is important, factor affects the fineness of cement, standard method of determining fineness of cement, parameter defining effects on fineness of cement and concrete properties, quality control and compliance with IS standard, and also how the fineness affect on the concrete property. So these are all about fineness of cement, and I hope you find it useful. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this. And thank you once again for watching me.